Welcome to Financial Snickens, your bite-sized information for entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Elisa McCabe, and today we are going to be talking about ChatGPT. Now, I know I've already done a couple of podcasts on ChatGPT. If you can't tell, I'm kind of nerding out about it. I can't tell you how much we've been using it and how great it's been for everyone on my team to utilize it. And I just want you to know just some basics about it. So this topic of artificial intelligence has been all over the place, and everybody's kind of freaking out that they're going to take over. It's not going to happen. ChatGPT can't get some things right, just so you know. But I don't know if people know what ChatGPT stands for. So the GPT in ChatGPT stands for generative pre-trained transformer, which is a program that can realistically write like a human and interact in a conversational way. So you can, put in a complicated question and ChatGPT will give you an amazing lifelike, sometimes accurate answer. And it was launched in November 2022. And at this recording, I'm not even sure what version they're up to at this point. It might be 4, but you can get a paid version of it. I think it's $20 a month. And that way it'll start to learn your cadence and how you speak, and it will develop to respond to you in a way that you understand, which is great. But I actually wanted to focus on what should you be asking ChatGPT and what shouldn't you be asking ChatGPT. Some of the things that you can ask ChatGPT are things like, hey, can you edit this blog post to make it more humorous? It can do that. Can you write a professional email to my client about a service that we're providing? You can also ask it pretty basic questions like, what's the difference between a debit and a credit? Or who won the World Series in 1985? Things like that you can definitely ask, and it can give you some information. Granted, you can also Google some of that stuff. But the things that I highly recommend you not asking are things that are like tax questions. Like, here's all my tax information. Am I eligible for an employee retention credit? From our work with ChatGPT, we are finding that about 20% of the time, they're wrong. And there's some famous case going on right now where a lawyer actually got information from ChatGPT, and ChatGPT made up a lawsuit. It doesn't even exist. So when you do it, you could also ask ChatGPT to cite their sources. So when you go to ask a question, you might ask them something about taxes. And it could be something along the lines of, when do I have to collect a W-9 from a contractor? And you could ask ChatGPT to cite its sources. Then you go in and you check their sources. So it will tell you information and then go in and check their sources and make sure it's sites like, the IRS, irs.gov, that is providing the information. So if you are going to ask something that is complex, ask ChatGPT to cite its sources, and that way you can actually check back on those things. There's also other crazy stuff you can ask for. So you can ask for anything. You can ask for a great recipe for granola, or write an engagement letter for, your services that you provide. And those are really great ways to use it. In our industry, there's a lot of debate on using it for analyzing financials. I suggest that you don't, because putting your financial information into something online that is potentially available to everybody else is really not smart, because then someone else might get access to it. And it's not what you want to do. You really don't want to put your finances out into the internet, even if they're great and you're really proud of them. It's probably not what you want to do. You can actually have ChatGPT write an ad for your marketing services. And you can do it in all different kinds of languages. You can actually even say, what would this sound like if it was delivered by Tina Fey? Or make it so that, I need it to appeal to a certain audience. It can be stay-at-home moms, or I want it to appeal to business owners who are a florist, something along those lines. It's really a creative tool, but I highly suggest that you use it right now anyway for maybe editing things and writing some content for you. And then maybe in the future, we'll be able to do some different things with it. But for right now, I would hold off on it. And, don't be sending them too complex questions, because you can't always be sure that the answer is correct. And if you do have a complex business question, head over to our website, firststepsfinancial.com, and click on the Let's Chat button. And we can talk about any of these complex business ideas that you have. And maybe we have a solution for you. It might be even better than ChatGPT. All right. Looking forward to talking to you soon.